Alright, hey guys, here we are setting up last hole here. I'm going to either go with Big Dog 5. This one has a little bit more topspin, maybe I'll go with this one. So not really going to matter, just make sure that you get an extra mile on. Just clear out this chest real quick. Some more gems coming in here. Hole number 9, what I'll usually do is I'll set up my elevation to kind of account for the extra overpower that I'm going to do, especially on a tailwind. So I'm kind of going to be looking, at least plus 30, plus 40%, somewhere in here. So kind of right around 4 rings. Well, not in this case. It's going to be a little bit more. Almost 4.5 rings down is kind of my intended land zone area. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of set up according to that. And I'm going to go off the right of my bullseye here. So that's what I'm using as my target line, is the right of my bullseye. And I'm just kind of visualizing a vector off the right-hand side, which is over there. And just kind of setting up a position that seems like, it's not going to hit the rough. Once I have it, then I'm going to go 5 rings. And then I'm going to go 3 more. And that's going to be my my aim point for this slice. It's just an 8-ring pull here. Here you can see, nice, very good bounce too. See if I can get it up to at least, the 460s, somewhere in that range. 490, that's perfect. So we won't even be at max club, and we'll be able to definitely give this one a good run for you guys. So it's all going to be kind of dependent on the rollout that you get. But you can see even with an extra mile 4, I can get way up there. It's going to be very, specific to land zone 2. Keep in mind that as the wind gets a little bit higher, you can see I was in the 6s. If you're at an 8 wind, you probably had to back off the power. So just something to consider. However, if you have an extra mile 5, there's probably no wind with my aim that I just did there that you could probably launch using my line. So, keep in mind that you might still have to tweak. There's been, some instances where I was very, very close to that rough, and it's all going to kind of come down to how much wind that you get and, the land zone that you make. So let's take a look at this second shot here. You can see we got a much bigger wind here. We're going to set up Big Dog 8.0 real quick. Here you can see is max. I might come in just slightly. What I'll usually use is right around 1 backspin or so. And I'm going to set up kind of right around here to kind of land right similarly to this. And you can see max is 5 rings. I'm probably, maybe right around here, 4.8 rings. And I'm just going to offset that guide. You can see that I'm kind of offsetting it to the side a little bit. And that's to kind of account for wind effect. But here you can see perfect ball. Let's just see how I can get this coming in. Oh, not quite a good enough line. But I've sent a couple of them right by the hole. The problem is my limited guide, so I'm kind of guessing a little bit. And, the more that the advanced club you get there, the more that you can give that a run for its money. But you also want to, be a little bit conservative at the same time. Just make sure that, that you can easily get that eagle. And you can see where I am. I'm easily going to have that tap in. But it is going to be a makeable shot as well. I've ran it right past the hole multiple times. Even with, these lower level Big Dog or Cataclysms. You can still do it. It's just going to require, just that perfect bounce off that fairway. And, it is a very hilly, glitchy type land zone. So you do have to be very relatively precise, hit the right spot so it actually deflects in the right direction. But there you can see a nice easy eagle for you guys. Hopefully you guys found this tutorial useful. If not, definitely look back at the original shots as well. But, following this guide all along, you can see that, there's no real errant shots or anything. Nothing's really that risky. It's just, you know, hit it up here, keep it in play, and hopefully you get a couple to drop. And, you know, it will be very easy for you guys to score on this setup, especially following these guides. So good luck. Let me know how it goes, guys, and catch you guys later.